You want to disband the Road Development Center to turn it into a national legal examination center. You want a Road Development Center to examine students it has not taught. Road Development Center is a training ground for lawyers, a place for mentorship. I have seen that there is a cabinet decision to turn the LDC into a legal examination center, not a training center. You want to examine the people you have not taught, you have not trained. And Honorable Norbert Honorable Chiriwachuan the Attorney General also has been joined. They have been joined by the Justice Irene Muriagonja of the Law Council. You are all supporting that. You are supporting that. You have let us down. We, members of the legal profession, you have let us down. LDC trains lawyers. It is very different. LDC, what you learn from there is very different from what you learn from the law school. You know that. You the three, you know that. You are the ones who are supposed to tell cabinet ministers what LDC does and what it is supposed to do. But I read your comments. If you train, so long as you win a medal at the Olympics, it does not matter whether you train from Kapchorwa or New York. That is Honorable Norbert Mao. Really? Really? How many medals came to Uganda in the last Olympics? And how many went to America, where there are good schools? It's like making an argument that you don't have to go to, you don't need to go to Sandhurst for military training. We have enough training schools. Then why do we spend so much to send our officers or our cadets to Sandhurst? Why? Some of you even boarded planes and went to Europe to acquire more education, better education. Why did you go there? Some of you have studied from Europe, from United States. Why wasn't the education in Uganda enough? Why wasn't it enough? Why did you have to go to America and Britain and wherever to study? Why did you have to go there to study? Why? You want to turn LDC into an examination center the same way you have been doing with UNEB. You want to do to LDC what you have been doing with UNEB. Last PLE results were political. Ntoroko district performed better than Kampala. Can you imagine that? Did you believe that? Isinjiro district performed better than Wachiso. Did you believe that? They gave us political results, not academic results. The rest UPE and PLE and all level results were political results, were democratic results. You carry your politics and your democracy everywhere. Why don't you keep your politics and democracy in NRM primaries? Because it is failing there. You want to export it everywhere. 5 years ago, you removed pre-entry. You sat down there in parliament and wherever and removed pre-entry examinations for anyone to qualify to go to LDC because you wanted many students to go to LDC. They went there. They failed. You are now complaining that there are so many students at LDC and therefore LDC, the monopoly should be broken down and the students should learn from their respective universities. The question is, when the population is higher than the facilities, what do you do? Usually, what do you do? You expand the facilities, you put up more buildings at Road Development Center. Put up more buildings at Road Development Center. Stop diluting, denigrating the legal education and legal profession in Uganda. Stop it. You go and put up better structures, bigger and better structures. Don't tamper with the Road Development Center. We know what goes on there. If you think I'm deceiving, you have your postgraduate diplomas cancelled, then you return to the DC. We see whether you will not lose kilograms. You measure your weight in the first 1 month. You will lose kilograms in the first 1 month. Each of you will lose 20 kilograms in the first 1 month. If you think LDC is a joke, those comments you were making, I have read them. You are just there sitting there and deceiving yourself, carrying your democracy everywhere. This government is known for disrespecting professions. That's why we have a lawyer as the Minister of Defense. Lawyer. He cannot address the Army Council on anything professional. He cannot. He can't differentiate between a bomb and a grenade. If you gave him any of the two to throw at the enemy, he would kill himself. It would blast in his hands. Then you have a Minister of Works. Who is the general who is supposed to be a Minister of Defense? The Minister of Works. He can't define gradient, can he? He can't define the center of gravity, can he? Does he know the tangent, can he? But he's a Minister of Works. Then you have a doctor, Minister of ICT. He can't define software, can he? There was a time we had a Minister of Trade who was a stenographer. I don't think she knew a balance sheet, a trial balance. How can you be Minister of Trade when you don't know a trial balance or a balance sheet? Balance of trade, you don't even know. It is this government which has taken people where they are strangers. I don't know what the appointing authority benefits from using strangers in different ministries as pretenders of ministries. That you are head of a ministry, but you cannot address your technocrats even for 3 minutes, and you are a minister. Minister of what? You are just there lost. You remember what happened to us when we had COVID? When we had COVID, you remember what happened to us? All of us went into hiding. The president directed the country to go and hide. The same way a hen directs his chicks to go and hide from an eagle. The entire country. Even those who studied from Samak, Namiryango, Ntare, Mbarai school, my school, Chigeza High school, all these good schools, were all hiding with our mothers. Do you know what causes that? The country has not invested in research. It has not. Imagine medical doctors trained from all these good schools, good universities, were hiding under their beds with their mothers. From COVID, they were hiding. Imagine you are hiding with your mother under your mother's bed. You are hiding away from COVID. What do you think she was thinking? And you are a medical doctor. She took you to school. You became a doctor. You are the one supposed to be salvaging the situation. You are hiding under the instruction of the president from an ego called COVID. The only thing we could do was form WhatsApp groups to correct posho and pins for people who are suffering. Do you need to go to Mbarai school to do that? Do you need to go to Ntare school, to Namiryango, to King's College Budo, to Makerere University, to UCU, to Bishop Stuart University, to Mbara University of Science and Technology? Do you need to go to those universities and schools in order to correct posho? Do you see the denigration of our education? The failure to invest in research. Do you see? We are all here waiting for Europeans to save us. Now see what you are going to do to the legal profession. You want to start giving democratic results like you did to PROE, like you did to whatever results. You gave democratic results like UNEP. UNEP gave democratic results. It did not give academic results. But students in Toroko were better than those in Kampala. Did any of you believe that? Now when you do what you want